There are 3 types of customers that your business needs to be ready for during Cyber Week. Find out who they are inside the video. Hey guys, it's Chia from Brand24, and today we're going to look at just some digital retail trends from last year's Cyber Week to help prepare for this year's shoppers. Based on figures and trends from recent Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays, we can see that businesses definitely need to have a few Cyber Week strategies in place for 3 types of shoppers. And this includes customers using different types of devices to shop online, multi-channel shoppers who might visit your store and or your website, and online shoppers who expect to get a hold of the items they purchase as soon as possible. So a really important trend that we have observed with Cyber Week is the rising share of traffic that comes from mobile devices. Now, according to Adobe, 60% of the season's revenue came from desktop users, while 30% came from shoppers on mobile devices and 10% from tablet users. For Black Friday, Salesforce found that 67% of all digital traffic came from mobile devices. That's up from 61% last year, which also accounted for 49% of order shares, up from 42%. So these statistics show us that while conversion rates are still higher for desktop devices, a growing number of shoppers are using their mobile devices to do research before they make important purchase decisions. So this means that optimizing your website for both mobile and desktop devices is really key to increasing your Cyber Week sales. And apart from shoppers who only shop online through a computer, smartphone, or other kind of device, a survey conducted by the National Retail Federation found that over 89 million Americans engaged in multi-channel shopping during Cyber Week, which is almost a 40% increase from the previous year. So the rise in multi-channel shopping demonstrates the very dynamic nature of commerce, and it points to the increasingly interdependent relationship between retail and technology. Just last year, only 21% of shoppers did all their shopping in-store, compared to 25% who only shopped online. So the vast majority of consumers did multi-channel shopping during Cyber Week. This means that it's really important for businesses this year to just analyze their shopper demographics so they can tailor in-store shopping experiences and online offers to really specific audiences. The growing number of shoppers who expect to receive items purchased online almost instantly is one more development that is getting hard to ignore. So we can see this in last year's record 50% growth in buy online, pick up in-store sales. This growth shows us that being able to start using or just have a newly purchased item immediately is a huge draw for many consumers, like even if they do all their Black Friday shopping online. So actually picking up on consumer preferences, even Amazon has started to offer free 1-day delivery for low-ticket items to Prime members. Just on Amazon recently, Amazon Day, Prime members were offered free shipping on low-cost add-on items, even if that was just a $2 box of Band-Aids. And now they started to offer free 1-day delivery on certain products that used to be inexpensive add-on items and not just on 1-day Prime Day. So this means that Amazon Prime members won't necessarily have to fulfill the $25 order minimum in order to qualify for free 1-day shipping. Since Amazon doesn't have physical retail stores, this will elevate their shopping costs considerably, but just the sheer convenience of being able to purchase a product online and then have access to it as soon as possible is something that can benefit to both consumers and retailers, especially if those retailers have brick and mortar locations. You know, consumers love to click and collect because they can select and purchase items without having to just deal with big crowds and long lines, and then they can just swing by the store the next day to pick up their order without having to wait several business days or worry about their delivery status. And retailers can benefit from this because just every time that a customer visits their store, even if it's just to pick up items they already ordered online, this gives them another opportunity to show more products to more consumers to potentially generate more sales or even upsell. Plus, both retailers and consumers save on expensive shipping costs this way. Just taking these consumer preferences into consideration, one of the most practical things that you can do to increase sales for your business during Cyber Week is to just help your customers get the items they purchase online as quickly as possible. So that could mean offering expedited delivery or free in-store pickup. These are just a few trends and developments to keep in mind while you prepare your business for Cyber Week. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. And if you have found this video helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you'll find plenty of tips and information on how to do even more in social media and digital marketing. We're going to be taking just a quick break to prepare some new episodes for you, but we will see you in a few weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you next time. Bye.